Was that some kind of weird emotion or feeling that just went through? That's the big question for me. I don't know what I'm doing. Um, Good morning. This is I am Trip. This is Real Nature Trip. We're doing some tarot. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having a good time doing it. And there seems to be spirits using me as a vessel to send messages that it deems appropriate to you. Yeah, but before I started this morning, it's still early for me. It's way dark outside, and I thought, you know what? I just want to get up and do a reading while I'm still kind of sleepy before my mind wakes up and does stuff. And I thought I was gonna do it, but I was like looking for a new place to do it in the house. And yesterday I did it sitting right over there, and this is where the poster was. Whatever. But I was sitting there long enough that this feeling came through me, and it's dead serious. And all of a sudden, it was light. It was like a real low calorie, but it was intense, or it was narrow but deep or something. And it was like a loneliness, an emptiness, a sadness, a lack of like knowing where to go, what to do. And it was weird because it was almost like deflating. But I was like, okay. And I remembered the Five of Pentacles. Okay, follow me on this. Five of Pentacles. You got this couple out there, walking, and they're struggling. They're in the snow. It's cold. They're in rags and crutches and bandages and no shoes, and yeah, it's rough. And we've had times like that, duh, But then I started putting them as the feelings and the emotions. And I imagined myself as a warm little hut, out in a village. I go back to like villages for some reason in my head. And wooden door, wooden structure, maybe sod, maybe stone, I don't know. But inside is warm and there's a fire. And at first, when these feeling, emotion things came by, I wanted to slam the door. Like, no, you don't come in here. You don't come in here. And then I thought, no, this is not what I do anymore. I don't avoid them, and I bring them in, and I take a good look at them, and I don't invite them to live there. But you know what? I invite them in out of the cold, try to warm them up and see what's going on with them, see if there's anything I can do, and see, ask the questions: what, why, where, what, what. Whose are you? Maybe you don't belong to me. Maybe you belong to past to me. Maybe it's my inner child is still scared about something. Maybe they belong to the collective. I'm starting to think that way, that maybe we are in tune with each other to some degree, and the more we are around this, and the more we, kind of head that direction. I don't want to say like, oh, clean your vessel and do this and do that. I don't know. I just don't know if that all works. I feel like it does, like more mindfulness, more, cleaning your body, like getting things out that really hinder your energy. So basically anything that hinders your energy, getting rid of it, dampens it, suppresses it. Yeah. So really, I don't know, but I invited those feelings into my little house, and I was like, if you are mine, I get it, I understand. And then, but I also felt like they weren't mine, that I was just feeling this ribbon of wave that comes through. Like it's just like if we've got all these waves of just neutrality and what life just is, it just is. I feel like there's a little thread of flavor, different threads of flavor, and one came through me, and it was a little tough. Yeah, so I changed positions. I've got the cards. I'm ready to go. I already drew one card. I did a cut and a read, and it's funny because the first card was one we've had twice already, and I was like, man, it's a good card. But I was like, I gotta dig a little deeper. So I found this old gal, and I read through it, and I was like, you know what? That's pretty spot on with what we've been talking about and what I thought this morning and whatever. All right, let's, oof, that was too long. That was too long. It's gonna be a reading, not much talking. I mean, you know, the after stuff. Oh, the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords. They're on the bottom of the deck. Thoughts. I did have a big philosophical thought about thoughts. All right, maybe this will turn into a regular trip, pookie reading, whatever it is. Rub-a-dub-dub. Okay, for cleanse, for the cleanse. Spirit, I've already asked. I'm going to ask it out loud in front of our friend. Please use me to get a message. The most positive, the most helpful, whatever. Nope. Your message, Spirit. Your message. Whatever you want to relay. I'm not going to taint it with my like, please make it a positive one. Because it really is all positive, right? Right? Are you ready? Are you fearless? We're gonna dive in. We got 7 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. All right. This is about money. This is about money today. Wow, wow, wow. That is just a lot of, I have, in all my months of doing this, I haven't seen that. This is telling us what we're talking about. Abundance, maybe not money, abundance. There's a person who's been toiling, stop to reflect and say, hey, is this what I want to do? There's a person one number higher. So this is that internal change. There's an internal change, right? 7, change. I think it's more internal. Ooh, 7/31, my old anniversary date. Well, I guess it's still an anniversary. We're just not married anymore. But here we go, Mr. Toiler. Just get down. So there's some reflectiveness and there's some doing. And then there's you coming out on top. King of Pentacles. Oh man, these are all males. Even though this is kind of a more feminine energy, right? It's more reflective. It's more about being. This is a head down, just happy as a clam. Whistle while you work, son of a gun. Right? And I feel like the royalty of things, even though one is the king and one is the queen, I feel like they're at a place of balance anyway. I mean, look, they're seated. They're seated, they're balanced. They know what they want. They've got what they want. So I feel like if there's something you want, I mean, these are all the earthly things, right? If there's something you want, it's not a hard, drastic fight, right? It's a little bit of reflection, a little bit of work. Man, we talked about the year, you know, what the year is, the Chinese zodiac, whatever year. I could be saying it all wrong. I am not knowledgeable. I barely know what you know what I mean? So don't take me seriously as far as like, oh man, well, he doesn't know the difference between a Taurus and an Aries. I do. One's a bull, one's a ram. They're both kind of the same to me. Where was I going with this? Oh, the year. I feel, for me personally, this whole last year was a big reflection. You know, like I've been going, and then, you know, reflect, and it's time to shed the things, you know, snaky, snaky, sheddy, sheddy, drop it. Drop it. My horse is not going to wear a dress like some of these horses in here. I'm going bareback like that kid in the sun. But now it feels like this isn't a, you know, a ton of effort. This isn't a ton of effort. This guy's sitting, he's chill. Yet one is stopping to reflect and take account and see what's important to them. And then this one is, hey, I've got it. I'm on the move. And I think, you know, so this last year, this next year, and this guy's not racing. He's not on fire. I mean, the year's going to be on fire, but you know, step by step, inch by inch, one bite at a time, journey of 1,000 miles. That's the feeling I'm getting. I'm getting that feeling. Woohoo! All right, let's shuffle this up. This is cutting board tarot cards. I'm using my Christmas gift from several years back. 5 of Pentacles. We were just talking about this couple. You know what? I let them come into my house. I let them eat. I let them drink. I let them get warm. I gave them new clothes. And in the light of the morning, I sent them on their way because they've got their own thing to do. That's right. That's right. 5 of Pentacles. So this feeling of lack of like whatever. And then comes the Chariot right in the middle. And the Knight of Wands. Man. little wounded us, you know, and we take care of it. We've been taking care of it all year, right? This is, oh my gosh, this is just a confirmation. Giddy up, baby. Giddy up. You're going. And it's gonna gain momentum. You're not gonna, it's gonna look like this. Hey, Mr. Orange Convertible. I'm calling it a Mustang because there's a horse, you know, but on the move. And it's gonna feel like this to you, but it might look like this to the outside. Like, holy cow. They move it. They move it. Oh yeah, I love you. I love you unconditionally. I accept you wholeheartedly, 100%. Whether we hang out or not, probably, you know, I don't know. I did think about, like, especially the people that have commented, you know, and that I'm building at least this, I would say this relationship, whatever this is, you know. I was like, what if we all met in a room, or, you know, like 2 or 3 of us at a time? I'm like, we wouldn't even be able to talk. We would just like, yeah. Like there'd be nothing to say. We don't have that grit of sand anymore, really. We just have to pull cards and make jokes. All right. You're on the move, baby. Well, you're going from, look at this. Ready? First cards are these. Kind of like a feeling a lack, kind of like, well, what's important? What am I doing? What's the purpose? And the next cards are the Chariot. I mean, this is the yeah. And then this is the, like, seated, you found yourself, you're like, okay, I own it. I've come to, oof. That's, oh yeah. And this is a year of movement. And then you're moving. You're moving in small ways and big ways. That's, yeah. The little things, even the little things are gonna be movement for you. Even the little things are gonna be movement. And you know what? Maybe I will talk long because I do have something about this movement I want to talk about, but we'll see. I gotta leave you with something to look forward to. I don't want to run out of ideas. I don't think I can run out of ideas. Ace of Cups. Oh. Queen of Cups. And Three of Wands. All right, we're finally getting a mix here, but this was a Cups dominated. Oh, man. Just look at this Queen and just, yeah. Look it. This is what you've been given. Oh, I'm giving it to you. Here you go. Here you go. You need this. Which way are you? You know. There's an M on there for me. There's a W on there for woohoo. Oh man. You got this. You got the peace. You've also got the yearning. Does this feel very earthly? No. Does this feel earthly? Yeah. And you? Sitting right in between. Right? You are the, not the hinge point. What are you? You are like the hinge. The door, no, the door is just a passage through. It's more of the key player. The bridge. You're the bridge. You're the bridge between the earth and the sky. The below, the above. The outer, the inner. All centers around you. And we talk about cups and emotions, and I mean that's kind of where this talk started. This person is totally, a master of the emotions, and they know what to feed, they know when to hug it, when to warm it up. Yeah. Oh, so rich. You're so rich. Perfect shuffle. Perfect shuffle. It's just what Spirit wanted. One more perfect shuffle. Spirit wants a cut of the cards. Oh, yeah. The Empress. Oh, baby. This is all working out. Seven of Cups. And this one was Four of Pentacles in reverse. We saw that one yesterday. It was about letting go. Okay, so here it is. All the choices are yours. Center card. All the choices are yours. And you're surrounded by, letting go and receiving. Like, let it go, receive it. Let it go, receive it. Wah, wah, wah. And the choices are yours. This is where you have that, control in your life. And now it feels like you've reprioritized over your recent history, your newness. Oh man, it's delicious. Okay, hold on. I feel like there needs to be one more pull of these cards for a conclusion. The Lovers. Temperance. And the Two of Pentacles. We're back to Pentacles. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, twos have been coming up, right? Well, these are two people. I know it's a 6, right? But 2 and 6, 26. 2026? Oh man, I can mess with numbers. This is on one side. In the middle is Temperance. How many cups does she have? 2. Do you notice she also has how many feet? Right? Hands, eyes. Well, she's got 3 eyes. Never mind. 2 wings. Over here, two choices. Two choices. The two choices, that's easy. Are you in or ain't you? You're in. And this lovers thing. Okay. This temperance to me, I don't want to read it, because to me it feels like you're finding a place of peace, right? You're finding a place of peace, and it's going to come down to those decisions, you know, like the yes or no decisions. Make those decisions with love, and you know, and it looks like not just for yourself, right? That's the reminder that was just thrown into my head. Yeah, it's for you, but it's, oh man, you know, it's here, but I feel like when you make these decisions, it is for the greater good, and it spreads the love. I don't mean to say spreads while I'm looking at a couple of half-naked people, but it sends the love out. And you're making decisions now that are loving decisions, and that's giving you peace. You're making decisions that are loving decisions, and that's bringing you peace. That's bringing you peace. Your loving decisions are bringing you peace. I don't know if I should, I try to, like, as a teacher, as an ex-teacher or a temporary teacher, I try to wrap up the lesson, like, you know, reminders of what we just learned as we're going, and repeat it. And I don't know if I should do that here on the tarot channel, because it's up to you, right? To draw your conclusions or whatever. All right, I did draw this card earlier. Okay. Teotihuacan, goddess of Teotihuacan. Goddess of Teotihuacan. She guards the waters of life. We just had a big cup at the end. All right, are you ready? Look at this. A lot of green. Notice a lot of green. Heart chakra. Your soul is ritually bathing in healing sacred waters, recalibrating remembrances of who you are and what is genuinely of value to your soul are spontaneously arising. So the recalibrating remembrances of who you are and what is genuinely of value to your soul are spontaneously arising. Okay, such intuitions wash away confusion and align with your authentic purpose. If something does not resonate with the truth of your path, release it into the flow and let go. Compassionately, yet vigorously, contest the forces of distraction and disrespect. Seek to distill and contemplate the essence of your heart, which holds astonishing power to effect healing change and catalyze inspired manifestations. Inspired manifestations. Your regenerative your regenerative transformation wants to occur. Sanctify it and surrender. Oh yeah. Yeah. The choices. So let me go back. So you're choosing. Hey, a couple of times we talked about choices in this little read, and it feels like that's the peace comes from you making the choices from love. It feels like, right? That's where the peace and abundance comes from. You make these little loving decisions the whole way, and there you go. Okay. Did I tell you I love you? Because I do. And because we are somehow connected, we are somehow the same entity. It's great. We are different people living out the same life with different flavors. We're the same person living out different life with different flavors. I don't know what we're doing. What are we? Who are we? Who are I? Anyway, I do love you, and yeah, this will be shorter. I've got more to say. I've got more to say. Maybe I'll make a second video today. It's a little cheesy, I know. It's disruptive to the flow. Yes, what I've got to say will be a separate video and not a reading. Okay, whatever. And when I said that, there were 3 2s on there. It was 25, 22. So, you know, whatever.